Yo, good morning, boys. What is up? So I've just been planning and getting organized for my day ahead. So I thought there is no better time for me to just run you through how I go about that, how I structure my day to make sure I am moving forward at maximal pace. Because one thing that I really struggled with a couple of years ago, early on in my career as a busy guy, was being able to actually progress with my physique and with my career. As we all know, we need to achieve results whilst living a lifestyle, whilst being busy with work. So for me, I hit a bit of a pain line early on, and I was like, I'm so busy. Every single day I'm writing out all these tasks, all this to-do list, and I'm just not going anywhere. And the reality is, I think it was a video from someone like Alex Hormozy or something like that. And he basically said, look, if you're not progressing, it's not that you're not putting the time in, it's that your tasks are the wrong tasks for growth. So if your physique is not improving and you're putting time into your physique, the tasks you're doing for your physique are wrong. They're not efficient. They're not moving the needle forwards every single day, which is what you need to do. So I kind of went away, and I've been evolving my process ever since. And now in terms of like productivity and how I set up my day, there is a lot of elements that go into it. But what I'm gonna run you through today is simply just how I make sure that there's gonna be growth in my day, but I still get the stuff done that needs to be done, all right? So what I do, effectively, this all starts the night before, okay? So I've got a notepad, all right? So I literally open it up and I go, right, 2 pages, all right? This starts the night before. So this evening at about 8 p.m., I will come over onto the right-hand side, okay? You're probably viewing it as the left-hand side, but over on the right-hand side of the page, and I will write task list. So I'll do it with you now really quickly. I'm gonna write task list. And then on the left-hand side of the page, I'm gonna write success list as 2 titles, okay? This is all happening the night before. You're gonna wake up with complete clarity in what you've gotta do. So, not that you're too busy, it's that you're just not organized and you don't have clarity. And maybe you're working on the wrong tasks, or you're prioritizing tasks in the wrong order, right? You've gotta use leverage, okay? So, what we have is the task list. So everything that's on your mind that you know you need to do tomorrow is gonna go in task list. And then what you're also gonna have is a success list. I'm gonna run you through the task list first. So the night before, so you can go to bed and actually fall asleep and your brain's not firing in all cylinders, because my little ADHD head, if that's what you wanna call it, basically just someone who thinks a lot, is always obsessed with growing and getting better. People call it ADHD, I'm calling it that so you know what I mean, but I just call it fucking wanting to do well, an overactive mind, which is always a good thing, but you do want to put it to sleep in the evening, right? My mind is going 24/7. And people go, oh, I've got ADHD, I'm struggling. Nah, that is a superpower if you've, got something like that. You just got to tunnel it, right? So what you need to do the night before, so you can actually fall asleep and you've got clarity waking up the next morning, is your task list. So what might be on your task list? So for me, it could be, I've got 2 client calls, okay, that I know is coming up tomorrow. It could be, I need to go to the shop and buy some new trainers, right? It may be that I need to do a food shop. It may be that I need to get a new tire on my car. This is my to-do list, right? That is so, all these little things that are adding up, I know I've got to get boxed off tomorrow. They're happening, but these might not be things that are happening every day, all right? So what most people do now is they just go through their life, they go to work and they do their tasks, all right? But these aren't growing you, all right? I'd argue in this case, my 2 client calls are growth, because if I'm working with a client, I'm getting them better results, I'm fulfilling them better as a client, I would argue that that's growth, providing a good service. But the rest of them, going to buy some trainers, food shop, right? Tire on my car. It's not moving me forward with my physique. It's not moving me forward in my career, all right? But it's stuff that still needs to be done. So most people obsess on a task list, and a task list is good because we still need to do it. But how do we ensure that we're actually growing? Because I would argue here, for the majority of that could be a list of 10 things. That is in life. It's not working on life. And that isn't gonna mean we get better every day. So what I would do now is I would write out my success list. So the success list is daily non-negotiables. And this is actually gonna be the same thing every day. Now, 2 weeks from now, I may take one thing out, add one thing in. But this is what I'd call non-negotiable. So this list of things has to get done every day, no matter what's on the task list, and has to be prioritized, always. So, relating this to a busy, career-focused person who wants to take the physique and lifestyle to the next level. What might be on there? So it could be, they might have to do 8,000 steps. It might be they need to consume 4 liters of water. This is a success list. And this has to get done because this is gonna allow you to excel in all areas. It may be hits, calories and macros from meal plan, right? And if they're fully out of routine, i.e. they're traveling with work or whatever, they're just gonna hit the calories and protein goal, but they're always within that window. This is a success list. If you're always ticking these boxes, you're gonna succeed. So that might be on my list, right? All of these here would be. It may be that I need to do 45 to 60 minutes exercise a day, all right? Because what is gonna give me energy to succeed in my career? What's gonna give me energy to level up my physique? Training, right? And that may be 5 resistance sessions a week, but on the other 2, it might just be a walk, it might be cardio, whatever. Every successful person I know, entrepreneurial, whatever, is exercising every single day in some way, shape or form. Now your 2 rest days, if you're training 5 days a week, it may be you do some yoga, it may be you go on a run, it may be you do a boxing. You know, I've just got into boxing myself. It's so good for my mind. If I am training in something on a daily basis that gives me the energy for work, I would not operate at my level if I weren't training. And if I'm not training, it's gonna be impeded. Like if I get to a point where I'm feeling tired in the day, some people say I'm gonna stop. Some people say I'm gonna go to sleep. I came to a realization where I'm actually maybe not training enough, because training gives you energy. Nutrition and training both give you energy. So we wanna optimize nutrition from whole foods to our calories and macros. It's gonna give us a world of energy compared to just no structure. Then training more. If I'm tired, I go to the gym, I've got a buzz straight after. So I'm gonna make sure that I've got exercise in. I want some form of pump, something on a daily basis. That's on my success list. What else might be on my success list? Might be, for me, if we're talking about me personally, it may be staff communication. So communicating with the performance coaches, with my admin, with the team. That has to get done on a daily basis. I'm never gonna miss that. Same with client communication, all right? I'm never gonna miss client communication, client comms. That's always gonna get done. It may be that I have to film a video every day. I'm gonna film a YouTube video every day, okay? So 1 YouTube video every day. All these things are moving my physique forward and they're following my true purpose. My true purpose is get in the best shape of my life, build the best mindset I possibly can, and give the best service and the most value to as many people as possible. And that in a sense is gonna help my business as well, okay? But the big thing for me is I just wanna help as many people. I love it when I get a message from someone that says, Tom, you know, I've been following you for a couple of years, this has actually changed my life, or even just 1 video, whatever. So I'm just living life to follow my true purpose. So this success list has to make sure I'm going in line and fulfilling and progressing through my true purpose. So these tasks, can you see how like these tasks here are gonna keep me busy, but they're not gonna move me forward with my physique and with my business? And these ones here are gonna move me forward with my physique and with my business. So don't just have a task list. You've got to have a non-negotiable of stuff which is gonna be done on the daily. Or if you're out of routine and you're traveling, it's an abbreviation of. And then you've got your task list, which is still stuff you've got to be done. But These get done first. It doesn't mean they get done first in the day, because it may be that, you've got to go do your food shop at 6 a.m. before work, right? But these are getting done. This success list is getting done. And if you know you're behind, this gets done and you miss going to buy some new trainers. They wait. So for example, I was going for, I'd been, some girl had booked me for like a skin treatment, right? And we were gonna go for like a face thing, just a facial, like whatever. And I was behind on the success list. So what did I do? I did my success list. I went to the gym, I trained, I followed my non-negotiables, self-respect. I move me forward, I move my business forward, and I move all of my clients forward. And that is the priority. So it's not all about being busy, guys. It's about working on the right stuff and doing them consistently every day. Falling in love with the process, all right? The person that honestly loves the process and is just in love with that is gonna move a lot further. It's long-term gratification, understanding that you live by these new standards, these non-negotiables. And when you live by those, your life is gonna change, because what we can't do is control our goals, our outputs, right? We can dream of them, we can visualize them, but we can't just make a goal happen. What we can do is make an input happen. And these inputs, these habits that we do consistently, which are so simple and so efficient, they stack up, and it's like knocking dominoes. So all our focus needs to go into that. So make sure you've got your success list of daily non-negotiables, and make sure you've also got your task list. One thing we do with all our clients is we build them a unique success list. Because yes, they're gonna be busy, yes, they're gonna have stuff to do for work, but we build them a success list which is actually sustainable for them, for their lifestyle. And if you're just ticking them boxes daily and you're not chasing this, 8 kg of fat loss for 2 days time, and you're just ticking these boxes daily, and you've got a process, you've got a system. Systems are the key to growth. Once you've got this system, you've got this blueprint, and these are all custom to you, and you're hitting these numbers on a daily basis, you cannot fail it, and you are gonna see linear growth. People that say you do not get linear growth with your physique, with your business, whatever, it's bullshit. You get linear growth when you've got systems and you're monitoring metrics, and you manage those metrics and you work on them. So when it's like with our physique clients, for example, we're monitoring their metrics on a daily basis. And then when it comes to the weekly check-in, we make amendments to keep them moving at X percentage rate of progress per week, right? It's all about having the non-negotiables, tweaking them. So for example, the non-negotiable of calories and macros, they may get tweaked on a weekly basis to ensure we're moving at the fastest pace, but it's still always a non-negotiable. So make sure you don't just have a task list. Don't keep busy. Being a hustler, as much as I used to think it was the way forward, yes, you've got to, being busy, but it's about being productive and being efficient with the tasks at hand. So I hope you're taking a lot of value from that. There's so many aspects that obviously contribute to success, and how you structure your day, where you might put stuff in your day. But I just wanted to run you through really how I go about like making sure that I do get my normal stuff done that's in my head, playing on my mind before I go to bed, that's unique for tomorrow, but also having that list of stuff that gets done every day, because that is effectively how you grow. Your task list will not grow you, I promise you. I spent a year, my first year when I was all online, I spent a year doing this, and my growth was just not comparable to what it is now, because I hit non-negotiables. I love my process. And when you love your process, you get results. And when you get results, you're gonna be motivated and you're gonna love life. All right, hope you're taking a lot of value from this, lads. If you have, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, boys.